Hello, and welcome to the IP-IDHE LGBTQI plus Pride Month. Quite a lot there, right? We hope that all of you today enjoy learning about what it means to be a part of the rainbow community and how you can support those that belong to such a beautiful group of people that, and most importantly, that show love in every way possible. Thanks.
Hello there. My name is Quinn McKenna. I'm the Chief Operating Officer of Stanford Healthcare. Thank you for joining us this month to help celebrate Pride Month. I'm also excited to say that I have the privilege and honor of being the executive sponsor for our Pride ERG. I'm very passionate about our ERGs, and I hope each and every one of you have had an opportunity to join one or more ERGs. And there are three aspirations that I hope we accomplish through the ERGs. One is creating different families within the broader family of ways to be able to come together, have fun with each other, support each other, and create these informal networks. The second benefit that I hope we get out of the ERGs is selfishly on your part. Can you find colleagues to help you navigate your career within Stanford Healthcare? Other colleagues that you can ask questions like, how did you navigate this promotion? How did you navigate giving feedback to colleagues in this fashion? And so really this informal network that you can use, and I'm going to say selfishly, use to actually be able to help develop and progress within Stanford Healthcare. And then the third aspect of the ERG is really the first, that second one that I talked about is, you taking ownership within your career and having a resource around your career. But the third, I'm going to say from an institutional perspective is, I don't know what I don't know. And so through the ERGs, I really hope that the ERGs can really help communicate to the broader organization of, hey, this is what it feels like to work here as a single parent. And here's some opportunities to be better. Here's what it feels like to work as a lesbian at Stanford Healthcare, and here's some opportunities that you could be better. Here's what it feels like to be a Black employee, and here are some things that you can do to be better. And it's really that intentional communication of the different ERGs to help us, and us is the Stanford Healthcare broadly, see ourselves more clearly. And at the end of the day, we can only be our best if we can bring all of ourselves to Stanford Healthcare and to our patients and to each other. Thank you for being part of the broad Stanford Healthcare family. And I do make a commitment to you that we will be able to see each other more clearly and that we will be able to support each other more clearly. Thank you for being here today on behalf of you, your teams, and our family. Have a great Pride Month.
You are somebody that we don't know, but you're coming at my friends like a missile. Why are you mad? When you could be glad, sunshine on the street at the parade, but you would rather be in the dark age, just making that sign. Must have taken all night. You just need to take several seats and then try to restore the peace and control your urges to scream about all the people you hate. 'Cause shade never made anybody less gay, so
Many of you probably know that LGBTQ stands for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, or questioning, but many people are still not familiar with what the plus stands for, which really covers all sorts of different sexual orientations and gender identities. The LGBTQ is more commonly used term to cover all of these. You may also hear the terms queer community or rainbow community to describe LGBTQ plus people. The initialism in various terms are always evolving. The most important thing is to be respectful and use the terms that people prefer. And it is always okay to ask.
That's just the way you make me feel. 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 So good, so good, so good, so real. That's just the way you make me feel. That's just the way you make me feel. That's just the way you make me feel. You know I love you, so please don't stop it. You got me right here in your jean pocket right now, laying your body on the shag carpet. Oh, you know I love it, so please don't stop it. It's like I'm powerful with a little bit of tender and emotional sexual bender. Mess me up, yeah, but no one does it better. There's nothing better. That's just the way you make me feel. 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 So good, so good, so good, so real.
Common terminology and definitions. While this list is not inclusive, here are just a few of the common terms members of the LGBTQ community uses to identify themselves. For example, gay is a term that primarily refers to a homosexual person or the trait of being homosexual. Gay is often used to describe homosexual males, but lesbians may also be referred to as gay. Two-spirit is an umbrella term used by some indigenous North Americans to describe gender-variant individuals in their communities, specifically within indigenous communities who are seen as having both male and female spirits within them. Pronouns are used in place of a person's name. If you are unsure of their pronoun, use their name or a gender-neutral pronoun such as they until the person has informed you of their preferred pronoun. For example, my pronouns are she/her.
Hi, my name is Mark Flores. I am the Assistant Patient Care Manager for the interventional platform, General Surgery. And my question is, how can we all celebrate Pride? For me, celebrating Pride is being brave and owning your own story and writing your own ending. Because if you don't, denying your story will define you. And by being vulnerable, by being courageous, and just by being you. Happy Pride and stay gay.
Hi everyone. Just wanted to welcome you to our Pride Town Hall and remind everyone that IDHE is actually a part of our engagement and wellness pillar of our operational plan for Stanford Healthcare. This is part of our short-term and long-term goals and will remain within the organization forever. There is no magic wand for correcting diversity and inclusion. Change happens one person at a time, one act at a time, one word at a time. These words were said by Melinda Epler in her TED Talk around being a better ally. I do want to reinforce that while we're trying to be as inclusive as possible, we might not include everyone at these presentations. We do want feedback on how to get better with these presentations and IP-IDHE overall, so please do the survey at the end. And just remember, everyone here is responsible for making this workplace a better place and for everyone to feel psychologically safe here. Thank you so much.
As we continue to learn about how we can create a more inclusive and equitable environment for the LGBTQ plus members, we must take a look at some key milestones in the community's history. In 1924, Henry Gerber founded the Society of Human Rights in Chicago, which is documented and considered the first gay rights organization. In 1931, Dora Richter became the first transgender woman to undergo vaginoplasty. Later in 1965, Johns Hopkins University became the first American medical school to study and perform gender-affirming surgeries. A pivotal milestone took place in June of 1969. The Stonewall riots at the Stonewall Inn, a New York gay bar, sparked the beginning of the LGBTQ movement and is considered the first major protest for equal rights for the LGBTQ community. A little piece of local history that in January 1978, Harvey Milk was inaugurated as San Francisco City Supervisor. He was the first openly gay man elected to political office in California. More recently, in 1994, Rodney Wilson established October as LGBTQ History Month, celebrating the history, milestones, and achievements of the LGBTQ community. However, in recent decades, we have seen a greater acceptance and understanding of LGBTQ plus community's needs and rights. In 2013, the HOPE Act was signed into law, which allows HIV-positive patients to donate their organs to HIV-positive recipients. And under the Obama administration, in June of 2015, the Supreme Court declared same-sex marriage constitutional nationwide. In 2020, the Supreme Court ruled in favor of the LGBTQ community and protecting them against workplace discrimination. And in 2021, President Biden signed an executive order to repeal the ban against transgender Americans from joining and serving in the military. We have come a long way in the LGBTQ community history since the riots at Stonewall Inn. However, there is still so much work left to be done to ensure equality and equity for the LGBTQ plus community.
Interesting facts. The LGBT rights movement in the U.S. was kickstarted in 1969 with the Stonewall riots. The rainbow flag was designed in 1978 by the artist Gilbert Baker, an openly gay man and a drag queen. President Obama announced the designation of the first national monument to LGBTQI+ rights in 2016. San Francisco is the U.S. city with the largest LGBTQ population at 6.2% from the 2015 census. The first Pride March in 1970 was in San Francisco. 30 people marched down Polk Street to City Hall in a time when any association with homosexuality risked discrimination and worse. On June 26, 2015, the Supreme Court ruled that same-sex couples can marry nationwide. In 2015, 80% of first-year medical students expressed implicit bias against gay and lesbian people, and 50% expressed explicit bias. More than 50% of LGBT people experience some form of healthcare discrimination.
Hi everybody, my name is Jared LaRippa. I'm CST3 over at Stanford Outpatient Surgery Center in Redwood City.
Hi, I'm Carlo. I'm a surgical tech as well.
We can celebrate Pride by acknowledging how far this community has come in terms of acceptance, representation, and its impact on mainstream society. Celebrate the fact that hiding, hatred, and discrimination, though still present, are rapidly becoming a thing of the past. Celebrate today, plan for our future, and remember the ones who aren't here to celebrate with us.
Pride to me means being proud of who you are and being true to yourself and having the right to stand up for yourself. It also means having the freedom to express yourself in any way, shape, or form.
Because remember people, discrimination, hated it.
Dig.
The chills that you spill up my back keep me filled with satisfaction when we're done. Satisfaction of what's to come. I couldn't ask for another. No, I couldn't ask for another.
Hi, my name's Will. I work in 500P pre-PACU. Pride means, celebrating the LGBTQ community. It's a month to support everybody in that community, and just know that the whole organization is with them and celebrates them.
Hi, my name's Jackie, and I also work in 500 pre-post. And Pride means to me accepting everyone, because love always wins above all.
The LGBTQIA+ community encompasses revolutionary, impactful, and influential figures from writers, actors, actresses, musicians, artists, fashion, politicians, activists, athletes, and STEM disruptors from all disciplines. Notable pioneers for community rights include, but not limited to, Bayard Rustin, Harvey Milk, Janet Mock, and many more.
My name is Miguel Bejar. I'm the interventional ORA supervisor for 500P, 300, and Lane. And I'm here to support staff, patients, and everyone in the house. How can we all celebrate Pride? Just having people show them compassion, show them that we care for everyone, showing that we're here not only for ourselves, for the whole community.
Arts and culture are significant to reflect, celebrate, and are representation of the LGBTQIA+ community and Pride Month. Examples that you might be familiar with include the music of Elton John, Frank Ocean, Halsey, and the art of Frida Kahlo, Keith Haring, and Andy Warhol.
Hi, my name is Julia. I work in 500 pre-post, and this is exciting month that we celebrate here at Stanford Healthcare. Pride means so much, recognizing that people having rights that cannot be denied to anybody. And my highlight was coming up 500P and seeing the rainbow stairs. It's just feeling, even take pride in that it's been recognized, and people with whom I work and whom my close friends celebrating this month. And they celebrating actually daily, but it's nice to be recognized. Thank you.
Literature, movies, TV, and other media represent the important stories and richness of the LGBTQIA+ community. This includes the writings of James Baldwin, Ocean Vuong, movies such as Moonlight and Milk, and TV shows such as Queer Eye, Euphoria, and RuPaul's Drag Race.
Jackson from the Cathangio Lab at Stanford Hospital and Clinics, and how we celebrate Pride is we want to acknowledge the people of color and all they stand for. They're my colleagues, people that I work with every day. You know, I have neighbors that fit into this I don't want to say group, but they fit into this population. So I value them, and I wish them a happy Pride Week.
Pride Month's important to me because it's a moment when we can recognize the difficulties in health access that the LGBTQ plus community has endured. As healthcare providers and professionals, we have a responsibility to increase access for everyone and to identify special needs in different parts of the population. I would encourage all of you to listen to an episode of The Hidden Brain on NPR called The Fox and the Hedgehog. Here you'll learn about how Stanford and its special physicians actually leaned into health equity for this community.
I want the world to know that baby I was born this way. Just dance. I wanna dance with somebody, but I keep dancing on my own. Do you believe in life after love? 'Cause baby you're a firework. Who told you you're allowed to rain on my parade? It's a raining man. Hallelujah, it's a raining man. I feel like a woman. Come on, girl, put the bass in your walk. Come on, oh, don't you know that you're toxic? R-E-S-P-C-T YMCA. Thank you for being a friend, 'cause I get so emotional, baby. You got real emotions. Oh my God, I will survive. Let's have a kiki. I wanna have a kiki. Lock the doors. This is me.
All right, I'm Allie, and I am a nurse in the CVOR. Today, one of our coworkers actually gave another coworker a cake to show their support this Pride Month.
Now let's look at some ways to celebrate Pride Month. It's easy and for everyone to do. Here are a few examples of how to celebrate the LGBTQ plus community. Discover, read, listen, learn, and support your local LGBTQ plus business. Be an ally.
Resources. SHC Pride and Allies ERG. See how the ERG brings resources to all. Turnout Bay Area. Opportunities to volunteer for LGBTQ plus causes. Human Rights Campaign for LGBTQ plus rights. How to be an ally and how to stop targeted legislation.
And I can't change. Even if I tried, even if I wanted to, and I can't change. Even if I tried, even if I wanted to. My love, she keeps me warm. She keeps me warm. She keeps me warm. She keeps me warm.
If I was gay, I would think hip-hop hates me. Have you read the YouTube comments lately? Man, that's gay, gets dropped on the daily. We become so numb to what we're saying. A culture founded from oppression, yet we don't have acceptance for 'em. Call each other faggots behind the keys of a message board. A word rooted in hate, yet our genre still ignores it. Gay is synonymous with the lesser. It's the same hate that's caused wars from religion, gender to skin color, the complexion of your pigment. The same fight that led people to walkouts and sit-ins. It's human rights for everybody, there is no difference. Live on and be yourself. When I was at church, they taught me something else. If you preach hate at the service, those words aren't anointed. That holy water that you soak in has been poisoned. When everyone else is more comfortable remaining voiceless rather than fighting for humans that have had their rights stolen. I might not be the same, but that's not important. No freedom till we're equal. Damn right I support it.